Yo, what it do, YouTube fam? It's your boy Spider Matt, aka Matthew Spider, whatever you want to call me, man. But yeah, today we're here with the figure that I've been really excited for. Not just because of the fact that I missed out on the first two releases of Tanjiro from other brands like Figma and Buzzmod. I missed out on those. Well, I purposefully missed out on the Buzzmod. That shit looked terrible. But this one, couldn't miss out on, bro. Figma, I was disappointed in myself whenever I missed out on it. So yeah, I bring y'all today the SHFiguarts Tanjiro Kamado from Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer. Let's take a look at that packaging, man. As you can tell, I have not opened this one just yet. Wanted to do something a little different today, and oh, the sticker's not aligned with the edge of the box. My OCD is gonna kill me over that. But you know what? It is what it is, man. Yeah, this is just something that I wanted to bring to y'all today, man. I've been really excited for this figure. So yeah, let's take a look at the box. We have SHFiguarts. I don't know what that says. I don't know what any of that says either. Well, I know what that says, but I don't know what that says. Anyways, I have Tanjiro Kamado right here. Take a look at the top of the box. We got Tanjiro Kamado kind of printed in a kind of, I want to say kind of bland lettering, but I mean, it is what it is, you know. Have the Demon Slayer logo here. We have another picture of the figure on this side of the box. On the bottom of the box, we have him in an attacking pose. On this side of the box, we have him in a preparing to attack pose, you know. Kind of like this pose right here, actually. And then on the back, we have a bunch of pictures of the figure, along with a picture of him and the Nezuko that's coming out, which I'm really excited for. My local store, as you can see, Bedrock City, has not gotten her in yet. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and bust this thing open and take a look at the pack. We already took a look at the packaging. Take a look at the figure inside the packaging. All right, and straight outside of the packaging, he's looking great, man. I'm not gonna lie. Just look at the details that they were able to capture. If it would focus, there we go. Look at the details they were able to capture in his eyes, man. And his mark right here. He looks amazing. He looks amazing. I really like how they were able to keep the fluidity of the sculpt work here and make it all look like it lines up. I love that, dude. The engineering on this figure it's incredible. Does all of this rotate? So all right, let's not get into that yet. Let's go ahead and get into articulation, starting from the top down. Tanjiro does not look up that much, but if you pop his head off, oh, no, never mind. No. I was thinking that maybe this would be a floating piece that you could pull out like on the Sasuke figure and on the KCM2 Naruto figure. But no, it is not. That is plugged onto it. And yeah, so he can look up just a little bit. Nothing crazy. He can look down. Oh, popped his head out. Let's get that back in there. There we go. He can look down a lot better than he can look up. I still wouldn't say that's anything crazy. He's not, chin's not touching the chest or anything like that, but he does have full pivot, so that's nice. He has full rotation, not only at the head, but also at the lower neck. He's got, my man's just made a W, bro. He's hitting the Y pose, not even a T pose. You get what I'm saying? He's like, why didn't SHF release me sooner, man? Come on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this looks amazing. This part right here rotates just slightly. I think, yeah. So that part right there can rotate as well. Like I said, up and down. And then he has some very effective, I want to say, butterfly joints. I wouldn't say that it's extremely effective. I would say that it's this part right here, the length of this and the length of this, the width of this, allows for it to have a good butterfly joint. But I would not necessarily say that it is just an insane joint. Like, it's not, as you can see, it's not pulling out a lot. It's just got a hinge in there. But it still works very well. Like, that does not at all discount how it works. So we have this part of the sleeve is mobile. This part of the sleeve can be turned as well. You have technically a single joint elbow that functions closer to a double joint. Now, obviously, it's limited by the sleeve, but if there was no sleeve here and you had something like that in the elbow itself, it would most definitely articulate like a double joint. Then we have the standard Tamashii Nations ball peg, and then you can also twist his wrist around in the sleeve itself. He's got some amazing forward crunch. Let's pick that up so that y'all can actually see the forward crunch. As you can see also, it's 3 different pieces that all hinge. So it's definitely Figma style, but it feels a lot better. It's not as loose as most of the Figmas were out of the box. Like I said, I missed out on the original Tanjiro, so obviously I don't know how that one felt right out of the box, but this definitely feels better than my Zenitsu, my Rengoku, my girlfriend's Nezuko. This most definitely feels better. So yeah, and then he's got full rotation right there as well. Make sure if you do something like that, make sure that you get that robe tucked back underneath. It is a little bit tricky. I have not taken any time to actually mess around with the figure. So he also can kick forward that far. He can't really kick back too much because they did sculpt the butt. He has a single jointed knee that works very well. Goes well past 90. 90 would be here. Goes well past 90. He's got just regular ankle rocker. He's got good pivot. Half decent pivot, I would say, honestly. It's not the best work that we've seen. Oh, there it goes. It's a little better. It's just kind of tight. And he's also got a toe hinge as well. Now, you unfortunately cannot turn this around. It is a little loose, so you can kind of maneuver it a little bit to get more of an angled position on it, but you cannot pivot it or rotate it like you can with the Figmas. So yeah, now that articulation is out of the way, let's set him back here and let's take a look at the accessories. We'll get him set off back here and we will take a look at the accessories. They come arranged in the tray like so, but as you can see here, we have a pair of relaxed hands, we have a pair of reaching, grabbing hands, then we have a pair of sword holding hands, along with the fists that come on the figure out of the box. We have a happy smiling face. We have the neutral face that comes on the figure out of the box. Anyways, we have a happy smiling laughing face. We have an angry gritted teeth face. We have a yelling charging kind of face as well. We also have his original Nichiren sword, along with a removable handle from the sheath. We also have his sword that was I'm sorry if y'all hear my dogs growling, they're playing. But we also have his sword that was made for him after Rengoku passed away, and it has Yorichi's blade along with Rengoku's guard and then the original handle from his sword. Both of the swords, in my opinion, look amazing. Definitely gonna get some pictures of this figure after the review. Yeah, man, yeah, it does look very, very good. I'm very impressed. Even the sheath looks very good. The paint applications look well done. They don't look splotchy. There's a little bit of silver paint leaking through the black in this area right here. Can't really see it on camera because my camera doesn't want to focus, but there we go. You can kind of see it right there. There's a little splotch of silver paint, but it's nothing that I can't touch up myself. Something I do wish though, and this is something that I've had with a lot of figures that I've been getting from SHF recently, the parts where they, you know, pluck them off of the mold, right? They aren't sanding them down or cutting them properly. It's just, I don't know. Minato, my copy of Minato was really bad about that. But y'all see that in the Minato review coming very soon. So with that said, let's get the accessories set off to the side let's take a look at some size comparisons. And here we are with some size comparisons. Honestly, I think he works well next to the Figma Nezuko. But I do think she's a little short. It could just be because I had her posed, so I didn't change out any of the parts from what I had her posed, from how I had her posed. I had her posed running. I didn't change out any of the parts or really mess with the legs. I just straightened them out, straightened out the arms, and just kind of set her up here. But I definitely think he is a bit too tall standing next to Zenitsu. I'd have to go back and rewatch the anime, reread some of the manga, but I definitely think that he's a little bit too tall standing next to Zenitsu. But in contrast, he works very well, in my opinion, standing next to the Rengoku. I just wish that the Figma Rengoku looked a little better and looked more akin to the SHFiguarts line, because some of the joint gappage looks like it's a Revoltech figure, and I'm just not a huge fan of how it looks together, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's go ahead and get these three out of here, and we'll get the next batch of size comparisons in. And here we have our SHFiguarts Tanjiro standing next to some other SHFiguarts and Figma main characters. So we have the SHFiguarts Raidon Onigashima Luffy, the SHFiguarts Naruto Shippuden Naruto, SHFiguarts Saiyan Race on Earth Goku, and the Figma Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, I don't know what you would be putting all of these characters together for, but I think they work pretty well. I really think that these two work well together, because Naruto's supposed to be about 5'9", and I think Tanjiro's like 5'7". So I definitely think these two work together. I also think him and Yuji work together pretty well, but I definitely think Luffy's a little oversized, and I think Goku's a little undersized. But yeah, other than that, I like the way these two look together, and I like the way these two look together. But yeah, let's get these four out of there and move on to our next size comparisons. And here we are with the final bit of size comparisons. Honestly, I wanted to include Ichigo here in the main character lineup, but I didn't have enough space. So I included him in the fellow sword fighters category. Now, obviously, Deadpool doesn't use his swords super often in the movies. He uses them a good bit, but he doesn't use them extremely often in the movie. Actually, what am I talking about? I was literally rewatching the Deadpool movie. He uses them a lot. Yeah, so we have the SHFiguarts Deadpool, which I did do my own custom holsters for his guns. And I also gave him the Marvel Legends unicorn that came with the Marvel Legends Deadpool. Then we have him next to Zoro, the Raidon Onigashima SHFiguarts Zoro, the SHFiguarts original release 3.0 Trunks, and the SHFiguarts Ichigo from the 1,000 Year Blood War arc. I think these two scale up well. I think Zoro's a little too tall. He's gonna, in my opinion, really look good with anything because he's based off of a human, not off of a drawing. So he's gonna scale well, but he's also gonna scale oddly, right? Tanjiro here is much shorter than him, yet has bigger feet and is bulkier. So he's gonna scale kind of odd, but I think it also works here. I definitely think these two work together, and I think these two work together to an extent. I just wish that the proportions on the Ichigo figure were a little different. I know that he's a very skinny character, very skinny and tall. I wish that maybe they had made him a little taller and given him a bigger head, essentially. Because right here, he looks like he has, I don't even know, like a pebble to a boulder. You know what I mean? Like his head looks so small. So that's the only reason that I don't really think that the Ichigo works. But other than that, I think that most of them do work. I think Zoro should be maybe a little taller, but then again, they're from different animes, different mangas. They're gonna scale differently. So with all that said, I really do enjoy this figure. Looking forward to messing around with it some more, taking some pictures with it. But yeah, if you missed out on the Figma, I can tell you one thing. This is definitely a better engineered figure in the sense of you're gonna have less loose joints, you're gonna have less issues out of this figure, in my opinion. It's gonna look better in static poses as well as dynamic poses. So yeah, if you don't have the Figma, go get this one. If you do have the Figma, still go get it, man. I'm not gonna lie, I really like it. I think that this Tanjiro is the best iteration that we've seen in figure form. He really looks like he walked straight out of the anime. If you're not a fan of all the cuts through the uniform, I understand that. Maybe the Figma is for you if you're going for looks, but for engineering, overall posability, overall durability, I would say this probably does take it. And if you have the Figma, hopefully it's the deluxe version, and you'll also have some effect parts to go along with him, because that's my major gripe about this figure. They're doing Demon Slayer and they're not giving any sort of effect parts, which I understand you can't actually see the effects that they're making, but like, y'all didn't have to take that to heart, Tamashii, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's a very good figure, very well engineered, and for only, you know, 35, obviously I got mine for 38, but it's a great figure. A great way to start off the SHFiguarts Demon Slayer line. And yeah, with that said, I hope that y'all are enjoying y'all's day. Thank you for watching the review and, you know, spending your time watching something that I'm doing. That means the world to me. That means more than you would ever know. To all the people DMing me on Instagram, asking me when new content's dropping, whenever new videos are coming, new pictures, stay tuned, man. I've been really busy just with life recently, but that does not mean that I'm gonna stop doing this, man. I love this. This stuff brings me a lot of joy, and being able to share this stuff with y'all, it also brings me a lot of joy, man. But yeah, just remember, there's always people out there that are gonna care about you. Doesn't matter how low you get, man. There's always gonna be someone that cares. Stick around for them, and yeah, peace, love, positivity, man. I just want all of y'all to follow your dreams, man. It's like what I'm doing with this, you know what I mean? Follow your dreams and be consistent, be persistent, and it'll happen. For all the people wondering what my socials are, I'm gonna have them linked down in the description below. I have an Instagram and a Twitter for figures. But yeah, man, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for spending time with me today. Much love. I appreciate all of y'all watching it. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.